Good evening. Welcome to Odessa Season 2. Margot has a busy schedule tonight. She has requested an audience with someone small and wet. And also Luftig has asked to speak to her in the early evening. So fairly early on in the evening, she's informed by the staff of her beautiful bathhouse that Luftig is waiting for her attention, but is not in any hurry.
She'll nod, and she doesn't have too much to do, and doesn't like, unless there's a specific reason, she doesn't really like to keep people waiting. She thinks that's, in a way, rude. So she'll go straight to him.
He rises as soon as she appears and bows deeply.
She'll wear her usual. It's a genuine smile, and she'll put her hand towards him as it was done in the days.
Mm-hmm. He immediately jumps to take her hand and kiss her knuckles gently. My lady, good evening. Thank you for seeing me.
It is my pleasure. Thanks for the gifts.
Sorry, I'm a terrible person.
It's okay. It's why I didn't
probably
specify.
Would have been a dress.
Okay.
Probably not the most beautiful dress she's ever worn, but lovely enough. Or cloak, something she can wear that is obviously intended to flatter her.
So yes, I'll say thanks for the dress.
He smiles and bows again over her knuckles, but this time he watches her as he does. My thanks for the relief.
I thought it could be a good idea to have people working together, but I do not want it to be such a struggle for any of you. For either of you, shall I say.
He kind of makes a coughing noise and looks away.
Kid, you wish to speak to me?
Yes, my lady, I wish your permission to ask the sheriff to make me a hound.
And she'll raise an eyebrow. A hound, you say? I have never seen you in battle.
His smile is kind of crooked, and he says, well, the Clan of the Rose is known as a gentle clan, but, as you say, we need not always be gentle. It seems to me fit that we are better represented at court. And my lady, I would be sure that someone has an eye to the goings-on in the city.
And she'll nod. And she'll, tap her chin. Come. And she'll start walking, waiting for him.
He steps quickly to keep up with her.
She'll guide him to the area that's outside, that's the back kind of thing, so they can access it from the bathhouse. It's burned. It's part of the bathhouse, but it's just outside, but like a little garden or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll there are probably wooden swords there. What weapon do you like to use?
He glances around at the various weapons and just kind of shrugs. If it has a blade, my lady, I am content.
Well, this is only training. We have the blades that are here are made of wood, but they are. But you can have something, and she'll give him a wooden sword.
Mm-hmm. He takes it and kind of tests it in his hand. It's obvious that he's fairly experienced. You know, by the way he holds it and the way that he lifts it, he's obviously not unfamiliar with a blade.
Okay. And she'll take one for herself. And let's see before I make the roll. Wits plus Dex.
What are you rolling?
Oh, well, sorry, I'm just looking at her sheet before I do.
Mhm.
So yeah, she'll take a sword and and smile and say, "Let's practice. Show me what you can do."
I'm certain I am no match for you, my lady, but I am pleased to show you what I can do. And he offers a deep bow, and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
So it's Dex plus Wits plus Celerity.
Yes.
Okay.
He goes
Yeah.
first.
I'm going to go first. Excuse me. He waits for her to straighten, like if she's, like he straightens from his bow and makes sure, like he makes eye contact and makes sure that she's prepared. There's kind of a hesitance in him to attack Margot, but once he's sure that, we're all on the same page here, then he's going to attack. It's just a simple attack, straightforward. And not fancy.
Okay, I'm just looking at something.
Do I need to wait? Should I go ahead and roll?
Okay, no, I was just looking at something. It's September. I put here her melee to 4, but it's not on the sheet. So I'm not sure. On the sheet, it still says 3.
Balls. Hang on, let me take a quick look.
On the September change, so like September 2, it says on there. I think.
Her melee?
Yeah, melee. When it says the September.
I see. August.
Yes.
And it didn't get updated on your sheet? Balls. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through your sheet later and fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure did get that in September, so yeah, please use 4 as your dice.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, he's rolling. He has 3 successes. Is she dodging or?
Or parade. Parade.
Parry. Okay.
Parade. Yes. I can say it. Damn it. It's been a while since I've used that word. But
that's legit.
Yes, she'll do that. So it's
Dex plus melee?
Yes. And celerity too, right? Always.
I'm sorry, yes.
So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she blocks it. Kind of easily too.
Jesus, look at that dice pool. Yep, she sure does. It does not hit.
But that's, I mean, can we say that, like, from the dice pool, she sees that he's well versed and that he could do damage? That she's just powerful. I said from the dice pool that she could see, like, she's got melee 4 and he.
Sure.
And she'll smile. You are quite gifted with a blade.
I would not say gifted, but I am. He just kind of shrugs. I will not humiliate Clan Toreador. Not in this, my lady.
You have my permission to ask the sheriff.
Thank you.
So yeah, she'll say, sorry, I wasn't. Okay, you have my permission to ask the sheriff to join in the ranks of his ghouls.
Hounds.
Not
ghouls.
Sorry, in the ranks of.
No, you're good. I knew what you meant.
It's nearly midnight. I'll just say that.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. But she'll say, yeah, in the ranks of his hounds.
I thank you. And I will endeavor not to embarrass Clan Toreador. I swear it.
Good. Make good on that promise. And I'm sure you will find it in you to have time to protect this city as a hound and work on the extension of my bathhouse.
Oh, yes. My design is nearly complete, my lady.
And she'll smile at that. Good. I shall be excited to see their end results.
I only pray that it is a fitting setting for your beauty.
I hope it is. I intend on hosting an event once both rooms are done.
He grins, and then he turns to put the sword away wherever he found it.
And with that, she'll smile. If you wish to use one of the baths, you may. I have business to attend to.
I thank you. I will do so. This is a beautiful place to enjoy. And he
Sorry, go
bows
ahead.
very deeply.
She'll show courtesy. And she'll, with that, she'll go to her next rendezvous.
So she takes leave of Liftig and makes her way through the city. Does she take guards? Does she take her childer?
Yeah, she might take her chowder and probably the combat ghoul just in case.
Okay. Yeah, she's not troubled. As lovely as she is, she's not troubled with two, strong men striding along beside her, behind her. She goes to the place that they had agreed upon and finds herself standing in front of a building. The nearby buildings have been blocked up, and you recognize the signs that the plague was probably here. This part of the city, this part of the merchants' district, probably suffered some heavy losses, and the owner of the warehouse is probably dead. But there is a door open, and she can see a small flickering light inside.
She'll enter with her little entourage.
Mm-hmm. It's dark inside. There's a single candle burning, and it's been placed on the floor so that it can be seen from the door. And as soon as you enter, Meshulam steps from one of the shadows. You're fairly certain that he was under some form of obfuscate before, so anyone else coming in would not have seen him. But he makes himself visible to Margot, and he bows.
Meshulam,
Primogen,
happy to see you.
are you?
And she'll smile.
How strange.
Strange. Why is it strange? I do not judge people for the clan. I judge everyone as individuals. You seem pleasant. However little time we have spent together.
Pleasant is not a thing I strive to be, my lady. But how can I help Clan Toreador?
You see, I have heard disturbing rumors that there have been disappearances lately in the poor areas of the city.
Disappearances. People go missing all the time. Who have you lost?
No one that is close to me, but His friend has told me that certain areas of the city have, let's say, become less safe than they were.
He's watching her, and he glances at the two she brought with her, and moves kind of restlessly. I'm certain that none of Clan Toreador would be found in the poor parts of the city. I doubt you have anything to fear.
They may not be of Clan Toreador, but they are still part of this city. And I am Primogen of Clan Toreador, yes, but I am a Primogen, and that, to me at least, means to see to the good of the city, even if it is not my domain. I would hate for the city to think grow unsafe or to grow unsafe or to have anything to demolish the reputation. I would like Edessa to be a great jewel of a city one day. I make it my business to try and make everyone safe, not just my clan.
How interesting.
So I was wondering if you had heard or seen anything suspicious lately. Actually, and she'll P&E that. How interesting.
Okay, sure. Sorry, this is like the third time in 3 days that I've played with Shulam, and my throat may not survive the night. Where is his sheet?
Oh.
Okay. It is impossible to read his pockmarked face.
So yes, then she'll ask if he has seen or heard anything suspicious.
The city is full of secrets, my lady. One should be suspicious of everything. Without knowing who it is you think has been lost, I could not tell you what suspicions you ought to be aware of. And all information has a price.
The disappearances have been members of our society. Should I say our, like our as a whole, like us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He starts to smirk. His kind of big eyes kind of narrow. I'm afraid, my lady, that information does me no good. There are many things that can take down a Cainite. Sometimes those are other Cainites.
And she'll think. So you are saying, you actually no, she wouldn't say it that like. Actually, just a sec, something's happening.
Oh, sorry, no worries.
So she'll smile. Do you think it is other Knights that have done this? Have you seen or heard anything about Knights harming or taking other Knights away?
It happens occasionally. You've been very vague, my lady.
You see how it's not known, like in character, like there's not a rumor going on that the Gangrel are missing, right?
I don't believe there is.
Okay, because she knows that in character, but like she doesn't really want to show everything.
Sure. Your questions are too broad, my lady. I cannot know who I am damning and who I am saving with what I have seen or heard, or only heard tales of.
How vague can it be? How long have our kind been disappearing around the poor areas of the city? Has it always happened?
He considers that. I have seen Knights taken by hunters. I have seen Knights disappear into shadow. I have seen Knights come screaming from the alleys and run through walls. There are many things that happen among us. Small arguments, large arguments, kidnappings.
The hunter problem has been, for now, at least taken care of. And when I say disappear, I do not mean simply go into the shadows. Vampires that have been taken and haven't been seen, have been gone and haven't been seen again in the last few nights.
The low clans disappear all the time, my lady.
Even the ones who do not have the gift to disappear, to make themselves unseen.
I understand your question. Yes, even they. Who knows when a gangrel will run off to the wild? Who knows when a Nosferatu will bury themselves in the sewer, never return? Who knows when either will become a toy for the Tremere?
She'll smile at that.
He's not smiling. His eyes are narrow, and the laughter has completely gone from his face.
Another peony. Oh wow,
Man,
no.
Dice are not with you tonight.
Nope,
He actually kind of starts to circle her. In kind of his steps are kind of quick and jerky. His eyes are locked on her, but as he comes near the other two who are probably waiting aside, he glances between her and them as he passes between them. Why do you laugh when I mention becoming a toy of the Tremere? Are you not a toy of the Tremere yourself, my lady?
I have heard rumors of the Tremere having their, and shall think, ill-intended doings with other clans. you, as someone who seems well informed, giving I wouldn't say giving me more info, guys, confirming those rumors. Simply, it's curious now. I simply heard something before, and I'm hearing it again. I do not mistake me. I do not think it well for anyone to be a plaything for anyone or a puppet for anyone. Low clan, high clan, I do not care. Everybody is due subjects, I shall say. Everybody deserves their freedom. Nobody is a toy, and nobody should be considered one.
Does it offend you, my lady? Does it offend your delicate sensibilities? Are you offended?
Disappointed? I'd say disappointed fits my feelings more.
And what will you do with your disappointment? I regret that I have made your day so ugly. Made your night so ugly.
I'll peony that again. I don't. There's a feeling like, yeah, you don't really mean that, do you? And I'll use a willpower.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
With 3 successes, he's gotten close to her again. He smells bad. Like, Meshulam just smells bad. He smells like he's been kind of rotting in the gutter for a while. Just kind of that garbage can smell of things that went off some time ago. And he has stepped close again. It's fairly obvious that he is kind of pushing her buttons. There's a deep intensity to his face. And he tends to be a fairly, sort of cowering kind of person. When she saw him in Elysium, he, almost stayed close to the ground. And even though he keeps low now, he's kind of gotten up in her face a little bit, and he's demanding answers.
So what did he last say?
He said, "What are you going to do now that I've made you disappointed?" As in, what are you going to do about the problem if you think that people are disappearing?
I would try to find the people who have disappeared, if it is possible. Bring justice. I'm putting her eye on him now.
And what if they have fallen into the clutches of your allies? The pretty Tremere, the Ventrue, the Cappadocians. What will you do then, my lady, with your disappointment?
I will do as I see fit.
Of course, my lady. And he bows. There's a mockery in it. There's he kind of sweeps one arm out and then sweeps it back in with a very a flourish. You know what I mean? Except the gesture's almost kind of boneless. His arms move in ways that they probably shouldn't. And he bows very deeply.
So it's deep, it's like mocking.
Mm-hmm.
when he bowed the other night, the previous night, it was a more of a actual proper bow, right?
Mhm.
Like, you do not bow the way you did last night. Oh, well, 2 nights ago. You do not bow the way you did 2 nights ago, Mishna. So it seems as if you are doing something on purpose now.
My lady, I honored you in Elysium, in your territory. And he steps back. He kind of hunches his shoulders over. He's putting distance between them again, looking smaller. But now you have come searching for secrets. And secrets are the territory of the Nosferatu. Justice is not pretty. The Toreador are ever pretty. Do not come seeking ugly secrets in the hopes that I'll bring them to you with flowers.
Is that a threat, Mishna? Or a warning?
He kind of cocks his head sideways and studies her. I would not dare threaten the Iron Rose. It is neither threat nor warning. I have no flowers to give you, nor pretty things.
I am sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I am well aware of that. I may be pretty, as you say, but I'm more than a pretty face. I have protected this city, and part of the reasons why I stand as Primogen today is because I have sworn to defend it. I do not come here seeking roses or pretty things. I come here seeking seeking information so that I can better do upon my upon what I have sworn.
He studies her for a long moment, kind of eases backwards a little more.
Yeah, she's she's normally very kind of light-minded, and this is like, no, don't fuck with me. I'm here to defend the city, and like, yeah, like I'm here to defend the city. Do not fuck with me.
I'm afraid I do not have the answers you seek. What answers I might give you, the Tremere would debate. And perhaps they are right. Certainly they are more right than a Nosferatu.
And she'll nod. You did say that members of your own clan were disappearing too.
Ah, we are better at disappearing than the Gangrel.
But you said some members of your own clan were taken by members of Clan Tremere, did you not?
He turns away. His head kind of jerks sideways to hide his face, and he moves forward restlessly, but not towards her, kind of away from her. I have no proof.
That is well and good, but I like it for people to look at me when they talk to me, Meshulah.
He stops and tips his head sideways. He's not looking back yet. Is that so? And what will you pay me to look upon my countenance, if I am inclined to turn my face your way?
Pay you to do what is regarded as polite. You have, shall say, I ask for nothing more but for you to not turn your head away when you are speaking to
me. He doesn't turn back. He straightens up. And when he straightens all the way up, you can tell that even though he's typically kind of a hunched sort of bundle of rags, when he straightens all the way up, you can tell that he's tall and thin. And he says, "You have no power to command me here. So, if you wish to see my face, what will you give me?"
I will not pay you for you to not be rude, Meshulah. I respect you. Wherever we are, I would have thought that you would have done the same to me.
Forgive me, my lady. There is no prettiness in me.
This is not prettiness, Meshulah.
Are you offended, my lady?
You keep saying this. Are you trying to get me offended by something, Meshulah?
No.
Peony.
It's going to be a higher diff because he's turned away.
Okay.
But, that's pretty good. With 2 successes, even though he's standing, he's not facing you. You can't see his face. And even though he's standing much straighter than usual, there is, he's kind of balanced in the balls of his feet, like he might run at any moment. He's not turning towards her like he's getting aggro. It's much more like he's about to flee. She doesn't get the sense that he is trying to offend her, but he definitely isn't trying not to offend her. But you get the sense that there's something more at work than that he's just pushing her buttons.
Just a second.
No worries. I felt these.
Sorry.
No worries. Are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back.
Let's see. I'm hesitant on doing dread gaze because I'm not sure if that's like how that would be seen. He said, "Well, I mean, it's not her territory, but it's not his either."
She is totally welcome. There's nothing. She has every right to use dread gaze if she wants to.
Okay.
There's nothing. There's no etiquette that demands that he do what she say, but there's no etiquette that says she can't just react the way that she feels inclined.
So yeah, 7, and we can't use willpower on powers, right?
Correct.
Okay, so what's his? It's wits plus his. It's I think 3 plus his wits.
Let me check. Let me check. Sorry, it's been a while since
I
I
think
opened
so.
that one.
I think
Yes,
check
charisma,
on the book.
intimidation, wits plus courage. So your difficulty is that his sheet? That's his sheet. 6, diff 6.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.
Mhm.
Which normally means he runs away, I think, at 3 successes, but I'm not sure.
It
Well,
does.
So yeah, she'll
So
wait.
how does she? She has to reveal her predatory nature. So does she? Does she bare her fangs? Does she lunge at him?
No, I have a thing for that. She keeps like cool. I mean, Margot, her anger is like very well kept, but it's like her eyes kind of. I'm not sure if they can turn back black because of the vampire. I say it's like her eyes when they look at him, it completely her normal like angel face completely goes away. It's like the way when he looks at in her eyes, it's like it's almost as if she has the power to burn his soul just by with a look. It's cold and it's unforgiving. And she says, "If you do not wish to be here, Meshla, run."
You see him. You see his mouth open as though he's cried out, but no sound leaves him. And he turns and flees. If she doesn't chase him, he goes straight out a window. The shutters slam open, but there's no sound. And he disappears.
And at that, she'll go back to her happy self. And she'll turn to her, her child and her go, "I'm sorry you had to see me like that."
They, of course, just bow. Her child is smirking broadly.
How rude. I thought that when someone shows she'll say how rude. I would have thought that when someone shows respect to you, anyone would at least show respect back without demanding payment. Especially when you are trying to defend them and their city. And with that, she'll smile, and she'll get back on the horse and probably go back to the city.
I think we can end it there.
Yep. Thank you, players, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching.